It's Ports a Call waterfront dining, award-winning service and cuisine with a view of the dynamic L.A. harbor from every seat. For reservations and directions, visit portsacalldining.com or call 310-833-3553.
Well, we all hang out together, you know. He was at my house kind of 5 days before he died, you know, and it's still very emotional for us, you know, especially meeting his dad. It's very...
What are some of the more distinct memories you have of Jimmy?
Well, I mean, you can never erase the initial image of. I first met him. We were recording Tommy, and Kit Lambert, our manager, brought him in. He said, "Look, because we just started our own record label, it was Track Records."
Right.
He said, "I've just signed a new guy," and he brought Jimmy in. You know, we thought, you know, wow, where did he come from? Because he looked, you know, like completely outrageous, and he's really quiet, you know. And he said, "Well, yeah, but what does he do?" He said, "Well, he's a blues guitarist." And he came in and he was really nice, very quiet manager, very, very affable, very, very soft-spoken. Anyway, so he's playing down at this club next week. You all got to come and see him. Anyway, we went to this club. It's called Blazes, and everyone who was anybody in London at that time, and that was literally everyone: the Beatles, the Stones, Clapton, Page. Jeff Beck, Townsend, everyone was there at this club to see this guy. He got up on stage, and that image of Jimmy playing that guitar, being that persona he used to adopt on stage, was absolutely indelible on the brain, and he was incredible.
Of course, probably the most famous Who Hendrix story is the Monterey story. You want to relay that?
It was blown out of all proportion. I mean, no, there was quite an argument, because I mean, there's no doubt that a lot of Jimmy's theatrical, the feedback and stuff, was actually stolen from Townsend. I mean, I think that is a historical fact. Jimmy did it with made it into his own style, but Townsend was doing it first. There's no doubt about that. And I think. There's no doubt that Townsend it's obvious that Townsend was smashing guitars before Jimmy, but the two styles of playing were different, so it never actually bothered me. I mean, I think, but it obviously bothered Pete, and so there was this huge row at Monterey about who would go on first, because Pete knew that Jimmy was going to go on and do the whole of Townsend's act. So they tossed a coin for it, and Jimmy had to go on after the Who. So at least but I mean, it didn't matter. I mean, Jimmy was still fantastic at Monterey, and rather than break his guitar, the story was, you know, it's a legend now. He just went on and burnt it.